I'd love to play it. I'm curious how you decided to make a farming game. Good question. They've just got a special place in my heart. I used to play these morning till night every day. You can probably tell I'm not really a go out and party kind of person. To be honest, I don't even know enough people to go to parties anyway, but whatever. Sometimes it's more fun just to do your own thing. Hey, it's your choice how you spend your time. I like the first one. Sometimes it's more fun to just do your own thing. Sometimes it could be more fun to stay indoors and just do what you enjoy. That's how I feel about it. Enough talk, try playing it. I want to see how you feel about it. Alright, here we go. Are we actually going to play it? The title screen displays a click. Star Blue Valley. I was a mecha pilot who got tired of life in the mecha corp and decided to move out to the country to become a farmer. Tara would give me advice for farming in every season. Her face was so close to mine, she'd watch my every move with a pensive expression. Farming and fishing felt great, but fishing was almost impossible to do at first. The mecha parts of the game felt incredible. You could even get to know the villagers and have relationships with them too. There was just one thing that was a bit weird. First, wow. What you have so far is incredible, Tara. You think so? Yeah, really, it's incredible. I never thought you could combine farming and being a mecha pilot in the same game, but you did it just fine. Thanks, Buttface. That's nice of you to say. There's just one thing that I think was a little off. What's that? Any feedback would be great. I feel like the relationships with the town peoples were a little weird. The dating aspects didn't really feel right. I knew you'd notice that. It's kind of embarrassing, but I've never actually dated before, so I have no idea what it's really like. And to be honest, I've never really had a friend either. If it's not too much to ask, her voice suddenly reduced to a whisper, maybe you and I could be friends? I'd be honored to be your friend. That said, please don't trap me in a video game again. Sorry, what? Anyway, watching you play gave me some ideas. Want to help me with the testing them? Sure, I'd be happy to help however I can. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere with her, okay? We'd both suggest ideas, she'd implement it, and we'd test it together and repeat. It just kept getting better and better. Tara's smile and enthusiasm was contagious. I couldn't help but be excited for her and in awe of her drive. We spent the rest of the day working on her game, but it only felt like minutes. I'm just glad it wasn't another virtual reality game. I was about to turn in for the night when I heard a knock on my door. It's probably Kat again. Hey Kat, I thought you weren't going to come over tonight. Sorry about that. I got tied up with some things. Is everything okay? Good as always. Care to join me for a walk? Sure, that sounds nice. Then away we go. We walked at a relaxed pace with Kat slightly ahead leading the way. So, how are you feeling about day 3, Buttface? I still like Yui the most. I like Tara the most now. Yeah, I think I'm digging Tara a little bit more. It's just that now, like, her explaining that she hasn't really had friends or in a relationship or have been in a relationship before, it kind of makes sense now. It's not that she's not interested, she just, like, doesn't know how to act. So I think I like Tara now. I feel like I've got most going on with Tara right now. There's no one I'd rather spend a day with than Tara. You know, there's nothing quite like that. Really? Damn, you sure changed your mind quickly, Buttface. I feel like anyone who has to date you is in for a nasty surprise. Hey, I've only gotten to know each of them. Isn't it natural for things to change up quickly this early on? I guess so, but that's not what the internet will think. But that's not my problem. Well, I'm happy that you've at least got one. You've at least got one girl you're really interested in, but it helps you've got chemistry with both. Tomorrow we'll milk this love triangle by having you date the girl you didn't today. Sound good to you? I'm noticing a pattern making it sound like I have a choice when I really don't. None of us really have a choice nowadays, I'm afraid. Alright, I gotta get back to editing today's footage. You ready to head back to the mansion? Sounds good to me. We walked back in comfortable silence. Night. See you later, Cut. Okay. If we get caught trying to escape, there's no telling what would happen to us. It's a chance we have to take. I know, but we need to know what we're up against. We know the island better than anyone by now, but Buttface will be fine. I'm not so sure Damien's brought in that scientist for his latest experiment. All I've heard is that she's got the one who built the prototype, the one Damien used to turn Six into a vegetable. Not to mention the old test audiences too. Shit. I think they must have killed at least 100 people by now, and they still haven't perfected it. If we get caught, I get what you're trying to say. Are you still with me on this? It's not too late. You don't even have to ask. Of course I'm with you. Who are you? Somehow I know you're close by, but every time I try to see your face, the dream ends. Okay, so has he been on this island before? Anyway, we're on episode 4. Second go. Okay. The girls and I kicked off our morning by testing out Terra's game together. Okay, it was multiplayer now, so we could all play together in the same world. This came with its own fair share of consequences. I said cover me, or you'll have to finish making dinner yourself. I'm trying. There's just too many mutant vegetables attacking. Yui, I need you to cover me. Where are you? I'm sorry, it's the mayor's birthday and I can't decide which berry to give him. It can wait. But then I won't get bonus points. Come to think of it, I think we're running low on tomatoes and carrots. Do you need any, Violet? We have enough to survive the winter, but more supplies are always welcome. I'm on it. Well, the game's definitely got it more exciting. I wanted for them to test the relationships, but maybe they'll have to wait a bit. I guess we'll see you next time? Yeah, next time. I can't wait. We spent the rest of the morning playing Tara's game. Okay, my head. You okay? You don't look so good. Not so loud. My head is killing me after I had a ton of wine last night. I still had to edit our broadcast after that, which didn't help. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the woman who decides whether I get to live or die every night. And she was very, very drunk when she did just that. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Clearly you're still alive, Buttface, so it's all good. Believe me, you'd drink too if you worked here. Just look at the Brother 5. Working at Futuristic Evil Corp PM has some benefits, right? You'd think, but we still have to pay for our dental out of pocket. Before I get what's the show all about, today's the day you go on a date with, who was your other soulmate candidate again? Yui. How much did you drink last night, Kat? Whatever I knew, I just testing you, duh. Whatever I knew that, testing you, duh. Yeah, because why are you asking me? You know it's Yui. Alright, let's just get the second date with Yui started. Woo! Whoa, someone tell the word to stop spinning like a little bitch. I'm pretty much fucked, huh? Okay, so we're going on a date with Yui. Let's see how that goes. I could see Yui waving at me from the top of the hill. Hey there, Buttface. It's nice to see you again. Nice to see you too, Yui. You wanted to show me something? Now that I was closer, I could see Yui was holding one hand behind her back. Believe me, it's the most amazing thing you've ever seen. Behold! Oh, it's a bunny! God damn it, it's so cute. It's a bunny! It was a bunny. It was indeed a bunny. Where did this little guy come from? To be honest, I got no idea. I wonder if he's a wild one. I wonder if he's a wild one or maybe somebody's pet. I've asked around, but it doesn't look like he belongs to anybody, so I've been taking care of him since I found him. I just couldn't help myself, you know? Yui's smile was as earnest as could be. Didn't you have a pet bunny back home? I had two, Bun and Bun Bun. Both of them a total rascal, but Bun here is a good boy, aren't you? Wow, what a name. She nuzzled against Bun Bun's face. Yes, you are, nuzzle. We played with the bunny for a little while. She picked up the bunny and held it in her arm. Bun looked quite content. You know you're pretty amazing with animals, Yui. Well, I've been surrounded by animals my whole life. Back at my house, to be honest, it was more of a barn than anything. Since my sisters were too young, and my grandma was up there, I'd take care of all the animals. Grandma's taken care of them ever since they were born. My parents took us to take care of them after Grandma retired, but well, you know, life happens. I'm just glad to have what I have. Bun had managed to speed up her hands and ran off. We gotta catch him, let's go! On it. I ran as fast as I could after Bun, but it was no use, the distance kept widening. Before long, we couldn't see him anymore. Sorry I couldn't catch him, he's really fast for something so small. Don't worry about it. Bun likes to do this all the time. He's a bit mischievous, but he won't do anything dangerous. We can take our time looking for him, if you're willing to help. Of course, Yui. We started walking towards where we last saw Bun 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 right after we caught our breath again. Gosh, isn't it so nice to be outside this